Hey everybody, this is going to be the video on how to use the new Philips Tempus Pro monitor that we have for the station. So you can see this is the monitor itself. I'm just going to go over some basic functions on how to use it, just so we can get through it. There's a bunch of other fancy stuff that we can do with it, but we'll cover that at a later point. So the main button we're concerned with is this button right here. That's the power button. So you want to make sure to push and hold until it starts flashing, and then it's going to turn itself on. So when you turn the monitor on, it's not like our other one where you just flip the switch and it turns on. It goes through a self-test, and the self-test takes, I believe, about 15 seconds from when it actually gets to this screen right here. So if you're going to use the monitor on a call, just make sure that you turn it on early, because it's going to take a while to turn on. So you get the ding ding, says that it's good to go, and it's going to come up with this screen. So on this screen, it says you can admit a new patient, you can enter the details now, you can monitor the same patient. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter at this point, unless we're actually going to start charting for patients. So I'm just going to put select an existing patient, and it takes you to this screen. So this is the only screen that we are going to operate off of. There's ways to change the display, so you can have different things that will show up, but I don't want us to worry about that. I want us to worry about just this screen right here. So when you turn on the monitor, it's going to come up with the ECG is this top one. This is the pleth wave on the bottom, and then this is where your pulse is going to come in for your when you put the pulse ox on. This is where your SpO2 will come on, and then I'll show you a couple of the other functions here in just a second. So first thing first is it's set up like our other monitor where it has two pockets. So I'll show you really quick when you put your patient on the pulse ox, if you're just going to get a set of basic vital signs. So on the monitor on the right hand side is where your BP and your pulse ox is. So once you put the pulse ox on the patient, you'll see that this changes to searching for a pulse. So you got to give it about 5 or so seconds. You'll automatically see that the pleth wave will come up, and then your SpO2 will come up, and then here's where your pulse is at up here. So pretty self-explanatory. If you're going to take a blood pressure, there's no start blood pressure anywhere along these buttons. Okay, it's this button right here. You just hit that start button, and then it's going to start inflating the cuff and start to try to take a blood pressure. And you can hear it blowing up. Okay, I don't have it on anybody, so I'm not going to continue doing that. So those are your basic functions for taking baseline vital signs. If you're going to do anything more than that, such as take a 12 lead, put on a 3 lead, whatever else, then we can go over that. But the biggest part that I wanted to get through on this is turning the monitor on, take vital signs, where everything comes up at. Your blood pressure is going to come up right here. If we have to do anything more than that, then I'm going to make an additional video that shows more of the ALS functions. Everything else that's on here, I'm going to make in a different video for you guys. But the number one thing is how to turn it on, what to read. If you have an alarm, like you see right here where it says pulse ox is off, this orange button with the bell with the cross on it, you just hit that, and that silences your alarms for you. So that's the other important button, is silence alarms, because that will come up. So I'll make another video. We'll show you guys some more buttons, but that's the basic function of it. Once you're done, just push and hold the button, and it'll say powering off. And then you have to wait for a little bit, and then it will power itself off. And that's that. So, have another video coming shortly. I'll show you guys more functions of the monitor, but that's the basic functions on getting vital signs.